So in this demo we're gonna see the other tool of Shift, which is about chatting with the artifacts. Here we see the assets of our partner museum in Berlin, and we upload the CSV file with all the assets and we select one of the files. Here we see the painting. This is the painting, and we're gonna have a conversation with the painting. This is the goal. Of course, we have different attributes, like we have audiences, and we're gonna pick the visually impaired adapted audience. We can select the institution name and the alias name. Now we can start the chat. The first thing we can do is to engage into a conversation with the chat. Actually, the model behaves as the asset per se. So we can start doing questions, asking about the material, asking about information, about visual information here. For instance, information about the visual features of the painting as well. The model retrieves all the information. Here at the bottom we also have some other information. These are some suggested questions being done by the model as guessing what the most likely question should be. The information is always accurate because it double checks it in the database, so it doesn't suffer from hallucination. The other option is to have a summary. So the other thing we can do here is to ask for a summarization, where we get a small summarization of the asset. Here we have the description. It is interesting, it is engaging, it actually does what we wanted to do. Now we have also incorporated the TTS, which means that we can after that just run the TTS model with the speak summary button, choose the language, and then we're going to have also the audio.
In the dimly lit room, a grand kennel stretches out before the viewer, its gentle curves and straight lines framing a picture's food.
Here we see the audio restored to our system. Now, this was the partners from Berlin. We can also select other data sets. It doesn't have to be necessarily paintings. For instance, we can use the Kniazevets museum assets. And here we have some artifacts from in the museum. For instance, we can take this stuff and we can do, like before, a conversation. So the same way like before, we see that the model behaves like the asset that we predefined in the beginning. It follows the style of the audience that we selected. In this case it was visually impaired, so it's gonna go a little bit more in details. We could have also children, or we could have professional. The model sticks to the correct and accurate information because it is bounded with a database and offers in total a nice experience by connecting with the asset per se.